Hey everybody, welcome to Frannie's Hair. Today I have 4 new Wille wigs to show you. They're from their Hair Society collection, and one of them also comes in a petite size. So for you petites out there who have been asking me for more styles in your size, there is one in this collection that comes in that size. All of these styles are available for pre-sale at frannieshair.com right now, and they will be shipping on July 1st. As usual, I will be unboxing these wigs with you in the video, which I already filmed, and then I came back to film the introduction because I like you to see the wigs right out of the box so you know exactly what you're getting. And we'll be comparing them to the stock photos so you can see how closely they match with the stock photo that you see. All right, let's get started. Okay, so as always, I am going to open them with you, unbox them right here. I haven't seen them yet. We're going to start with Avenue Soft in the color Chocolate Rooted. And I did do a video on Wille colors in case you want a better understanding of how they do their colors, which is a little bit different. You'll see on the tag with the color that there are numbers here. So the color name could be the same on different styles, and the mix of colors will not be exactly the same. The name is a ballpark to give you an idea of the color. So this is Chocolate Rooted, and we'll look at the cap first. This is how she comes. In the box, you'll get this little booklet, which is really great, and it gives you the care instructions for the piece. So you can keep that with your wig and know how to take care of it. All right, let's take a look at the cap here. You have an extended lace front all the way down the sides here. You can see half of the ear tab is actually lace front as well, so it really extends. You have a left side mono part. Then you have hand tying here. Hopefully you can see that there. You can see my fingers there. And the beauty of a hand-tied piece is that if the wind should blow, you're not going to see any wefting, or if you pull it back in some way, there's no wefting to show there. Now there is closed wefting in the back here, and a lot of times that is to make the style lay the way they want it to lay in the back and to add some structure near the nape and some strength. Okay, so you have the ear tab and the ear stay in this part of your ear tab right there, and it's some sort of material. I don't know what it is. It's not the felt or the velvet. And then here you have the extended nape in that same material, and you have your Velcro adjusters. Okay, so let's put her on. Well, this is a nice color. And the numbers on the color were 8, 30, 6, and 27. And I know 27 has some red in it. I'm not so sure about the 830. And a 6 is a medium brown, I would say the darker side of a medium brown. So, and we'll talk color in a little bit. But here's the style, and I'm going to put up the stock photo here so that you can compare. This is right out of the box. You saw I haven't done anything to it, and we can compare it to the stock photo. Now she looks to have it more styled, coming forward, or something like that, and the bang more down, something like that, I think, which is easy enough to do. But right out of the box, I'm going to spin and show it to you. Also, note that this style comes in a small. For you petite heads, Wille is bringing out more styles in different sizes, and this one comes in a small. All right, I'll spin and show it to you. Nice. All right, so this is Avenue Soft, and she's described as a modern short shag with soft layering and natural movement. And you can see all those layers in there. And I could put her behind my ear if I wanted to, like that. Really nice. Or like the model did, you could bring it more forward, wear more of a bang. Really nice style. You can do a lot with it, even though it's short. Hopefully you can see all those layers in there. Nice. I like it behind my ear. That's my go-to. And I do like it with the bang, or maybe even just brush slightly to the side there. Designed with an ear-to-ear lace front, so that's what we saw when we were looking at the cap, and it goes all the way down, which is nice. And it's done very nicely. Hopefully you can see that there, and hopefully I have it in the right spot there. Mono part, and it's a left side mono part there. Hopefully you can see it. It's hard for me to see in the camera. And partially hand tied, and that's that piece you saw that was hand tied up top. You do have the closed wefting in the back. It offers a realistic hairline and lightweight comfort, and she does feel so light and low density, definitely. And I'm not feeling any permatease, which I wouldn't expect because of that hand tying there. Crafted from heat-friendly synthetic fiber, so you can use heat if you want to change the style up. Just make sure you follow the manufacturer's directions. I believe this one is 260 degrees Fahrenheit in wet conditions. So spritz it with some water and then use the heat on it. Avenue Soft allows subtle styling flexibility while maintaining a polished European inspired finish. And I do think this is a very polished look. You could dress it up or wear it to the office. Could totally see it in all different situations. Before we talk measurements about Avenue Soft, let me give you my measurements. My circumference is 21 inches. Ear to ear, I'm 12 inches. Forehead to nape, I'm 12.5 inches. My forehead's 3 inches. My neck is 3 inches. The length of my face is 8 inches. And the width of my face at the widest point is 9 inches. I give you all of those measurements so that you can compare them to your measurements and have a better idea of how a wig is going to look and fit on you. Okay, so the measurements for Avenue Soft, her front is 4 inches. So my forehead is 3 inches. And I'm actually not having any, because I could sweep it somewhat to the side there and it curls a little bit, I wouldn't even need to trim this. I like it with the bang down too. Really cute. Her crown, 5.5 inches. The sides, 3 inches. The nape, 2.5 inches. And she weighs just 1.9 ounces. Great summer wig, so light. Like I said, low density, no permatease. Fabulous style. I love a shag. And this is shaggy. You know, you could probably get a little volume there, even though you don't have permatease. Yeah. Or you could tamp her down if you wanted to. And more like the photo, like pull her forward, you know. Totally up to you. I like it with a little bit. And then the bang. And behind the ears. Yeah, I think that's what I would do with it. Pull some out here. Yeah, that would be cute. All right, so let's talk color. This color is chocolate rooted, and it's the numbers for this mix in particular are 830, 6, and 27. And you can see that right there. From what I can tell, 830 is a color I don't see often, but I'm wondering if it's a combination of 8 and 30, 8 being a brown and 30 being a red, because when I looked it up, I saw that it could be a medium reddish brown or ginger brown, which makes sense. I mean, I think I'm seeing that in here. And then, as I said, the 6 is a medium brown, on the darker side of medium, but medium brown. And your 27 is in the red family. So reddish brown, which is what I'm seeing here. And hopefully you're seeing that too. And it is rooted, so the root, hopefully you can see it, is a little bit darker there. Okay, let's check out the ear tabs while we're here. So the ear tabs, now again you have the lace coming down halfway down your ear tab, but I like to look at where the bottom of the ear tab is hitting. This here is actually wig. This here is my own hair, the gray underneath it. So it's nice, you kind of get that sideburn of the wig there. And it's nice coverage. You may be able to see a little bit of mine there, but really good coverage and nice and flat. And then behind, I always check here to see that there's a space. I don't know if you can see this, a space between the top of my ear and the cap, and there is. So it's not sitting right on my ear and won't irritate my ear. And I'll try to do it on this side as well. I'm never sure where I'm showing it best, but there is a space in there. It's not a lot for this one. It's fitting pretty close to my head, but plenty of space. As far as how this is fitting, and this one is the regular size, it's not the small. It's fitting me perfectly, and I haven't touched the adjusters. I should check to see where those are, and I don't have any extra room in the cap here. Let me actually take a look at where the adjusters are. Yeah, so they look like they're in just a tiny bit. Hopefully you can see it there. I could put them out a little bit. Let me just do that. Not much at all. It's pretty much at the edge when I lifted it up. Maybe just a tiny bit. But I like to put it all the way out so I can compare it to other. Yeah. So I'm going to say I'm a petite average with my sizes. I'm going to say that this goes to an average. I don't have a lot of extra space in there. So I would say it's a true average. Well, I went to take video outside to show you the color in outdoor lighting, but it's pouring out, so I'm not going to be able to do that today. However, I will post pictures in outdoor lighting as soon as it's nice out in our private Facebook group. So if you're not part of that group, please come join us. It's so much fun over there. We have so many ladies sharing pictures of themselves in all different wigs, styles, and colors, sharing tips and tricks, and most of all, support on their wig journeys. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you'll join us there. Okay, and let's try on the glasses. Under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. So let's move to the next style. The next one is called Romance Deluxe in Coffee Brown Rooted. And the colors for that are 8, 12, and 6. So they're all browns. 8 is a medium brown, 12 is a lighter brown, and 6 is the darker medium brown. That's how I think of it. Okay, so I'll take this off. And again, we'll compare, we'll put the stock photo up as I put it on right out of the box so that you'll be able to compare what you get right out of the box. This is how it comes. And this is Love Your Curls, Treat Them Right. Get a little pamphlet in there. And looking at the cap. Okay, so you have extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab, a full mono top. This is very soft. This is hand tied in here and it feels very soft. And then again, you have closed wefting in the back here. You have your velvety ear tabs and a regular nape. It's not extended. I know it's hard to see because it's so dark, but it's just the regular nape there. And Velcro adjusters, which are all the way out right now. I don't know if you can see them, but they are. All right, so let's see how she looks on. When I'm looking at the stock photo, it reminds me of Cookie, which is another one of their styles, and I love it. I wore it the other day, actually. Okay, right off the bat, I will tell you this one's fitting more loosely than the last one did, than Avenue Soft did. Oh, adorable style. And it does remind me of Cookie, but I'm going to say it doesn't seem as curly. I do like this style, though. Get a nice short wig with lots of curls. Hopefully you can see that there, especially at the bottom. And as I look at the picture, she has, it looks like my bang is straighter than hers, so I don't know if hers was just styled more, or there is some variance between wigs. They allow up to 15%, so it could just be that this one is a little bit straighter. All right, I'm going to spin and show it to you. I really like this style because you get some volume around your face, and it's still a short style. Well, my face is 8 inches long, so that'll give you an idea. Okay, so let's see what they say about Romance Deluxe. Romance Deluxe is a chic short bob with soft waves and effortless texture, featuring an extended lace front. So hopefully you can see that there. I think it's beautifully done. A monofilament top, which means you can part it anywhere. So this is how she came parted. But if you wanted to part her elsewhere, you could do that as well. It offers a natural looking hairline and versatile parting. The partially hand-tied construction enhances comfort and movement, while premium synthetic fiber maintains its beautiful shape and minimal styling. This is not a heat-friendly style, so for you ladies who do not want heat-friendly, and I hear that often, this is a great style for you. This could definitely be a great workhorse wig. And I really like this style a lot, and this color. So let's talk measurements. Her front, 6.5. Makes sense since my face is 8. Crown, 7.5 inches. The sides, 5.5 inches. The nape, 2 inches. And she weighs 2.3 ounces, very light. As far as density goes, low density. There's no permatease up here because you have the hand-tied portion. I think I do feel some back here, and that's probably to give you this nice volume there. Really pretty. Let's talk color. So, as I said, this is coffee brown rooted. So, I don't know if you can tell that there's a darker root there. It's a mixture of a medium brown, a light brown, and then a darker medium brown. And that darker medium brown, the 6, I believe, is the rooting. So hopefully you can see there some highlights as well. And as I said, the adjusters are all the way out, and this is fitting me more loosely than Avenue Soft did. As far as excess in the crown, I really don't have. There may be a teeny bit of excess there, but really not a lot at all. Okay, so let's look at the ear tabs here. So you can see the lace comes into the ear tab, and the ear tab comes down here. Nice coverage again. And behind the ear, plenty of room. This one has more room above my ear than the last one did. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's not touching on my ear at all. And it's very comfortable and feels very light. Let me try on the glasses. All right, under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. As far as ways to wear this, I mean, I'm just going to give it a little spritz here. You could definitely have a decent amount of volume there. You could put behind the ear a little bit. I actually like it better down though. This one I like better down. Pull back if you wanted to, like in little barrettes or something like that. It's not long enough to do any sort of ponytail or anything like that. So it would be all things that you do up here at the front. You know, some people like to just pull back a little piece, something like that. Honestly, I love this down. And in case I wasn't clear on the sizing, for the Avenue Soft, the one that I was just wearing, I was wearing the petite average size, which is Ellen Villa's regular size, but it does come in a small. And if you want to order the small, just make sure you put in Avenue Soft Small when you're looking for that wig. It's not on the same product page as the petite average size. And Romance Deluxe is also in their regular size, which is petite average. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so next we have Miss Comfort in Almond Brown Rooted, which is a combination of an 830 and a 9. And here we go. Definitely in the red tones there. So I'm thinking that 830 is that ginger brown, and a 9 seems to fall somewhere in the browns, although I usually see even numbers for browns, so I'm not sure exactly what 9 means. If it was in order, you know, it would fall somewhere between medium and light brown. Because when you're looking at the numbers of brown from 2 to 12, 2 would be your darkest and 12 would be your lightest. So if 9 falls in there, you know, it would be on that continuum. All right, so let's take a look at the cap first. Miss Comfort. Oh, interesting. Look at this. So you have a monofilament top and there's no separation with the lace front. A lot of times you'll see a seam or something here that separates, but it's all one piece and it's scalloped. Very interesting. The rest is closed wefted, and you have a nice velvety ear tab there with the metal stays, extended nape, and the Velcro adjusters look to be all the way out. Okay, and let's put her on. I'm looking at the stock photo, and it looks like a bob with bangs. Kind of reminds me of like Anna Wintour kind of style. Oh my goodness, the lace monofilament piece is so soft. Maybe that's why they call it Miss Comfort. Really comfortable. I could feel it right away when I put it on. So any of you ladies who have sensitivity from the lace front, especially if it's more rigid, nothing here. Soft as can be. Wow. Okay, this is cute. I really like this, and I like this color. I have to be honest, when I opened the box, I was like, I don't know about that color, but I am really liking it. Adorable. Okay. I got to figure out what I'd do with the bang. Would I wear it all the way down or kind of off to the side a little? If I was going to wear it full on, I think I would just trim it a tad. For now, I'm just going to move it back a little on my head so that, yeah, there we go. And if you compare this to the stock photo, I'm going to say it looks exactly like the stock photo. It may look a little bit longer on me, as wigs normally look longer on me than on the models. I don't know if it's my short neck or some measurement that's different. But as far as the wig goes, it looks the same to me. All right, I'm going to spin and show you the style. And the fibers, oh my goodness, they feel so soft, like silky. Really beautiful. Okay, let's look and see what they say about this style. And right off the bat, I'm not feeling any permatease. I mean, I think that's my wig grip I'm feeling back here. I'm not feeling any. I wouldn't expect it in a style like this anyway. And she does feel low density. Miss Comfort is a smooth, mid-length bob designed for natural movement and everyday ease, featuring an extended lace front, hand-tied crown. Did I miss the hand tying? We're going to go back and look. When they have the black cap, it's so hard for me to see sometimes. An enclosed weft construction. It offers a realistic hairline, secure fit, and breathable comfort. So let's look at the hairline. Now, I can definitely see this against my skin. I'm sure you can too. Let me pull it forward because I put it back because the bangs were too low. But yeah, if I wanted to show my front here, I would have to camouflage that with some makeup or something that's too light against my skin. And this does seem lighter than the lace on the other wig, which I will compare for you and show you. This did seem lighter to me. So we'll go back and look because I want to see the hand tying and the crown as well. Made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers. So this is heat-friendly. Miss Comfort allows subtle styling while maintaining a refined European finish. So I'm feeling like the vibe of this new release is European in feel. I'm really liking all the styles. You guys can let me know what you think. I really love this. Okay, Measurements, her front 3.5 inches, so there's that little bit of extra since it lays so flat that I would have to trim if I wore it all the way down because I have a 3-inch forehead. The crown 12 inches, the sides 6.75 inches, the nape 2.5 inches, and she weighs 3.3 ounces. Nice and light, very comfortable. Let's look at the ear tabs. Okay, anything gray is mine, and that'll definitely show against this color. So here's your lace coming into your ear tab. She is not sitting on top of my ear again. She's fitting more like Avenue Soft did, where it's close to the top of the ear but not touching, whereas the Romance Deluxe was much further away from the top of my ear. And hopefully that helps you. I know that at least for me, if it's sitting on my ear, it can be irritating, and that's why I always try to give you that measurement so that hopefully you'll have some idea, and you know that I'm 12 inches ear to ear. So if you compare your measurement, hopefully that'll give you an idea. Okay, as far as the color goes, definitely in the red family, you can see that there, and I think it's a mixture of red and brown. Really pretty. So ways that you can style this, you could definitely pull her back on one side or both sides, or wear a headband. As far as a ponytail, I still think she's too short for that. You could, put her behind your ear, something like that, or pull back the sides, but I would not say that you could do an updo with this one. Let's try the glasses on, under the ear tabs. No problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. Now I want to go back and just look at the hand-tied portion because I missed it when I was showing it out of the box. Okay, I don't think I missed it. Maybe they're considering the mono top, the hand-tied portion, because right here it's all closed wefted. So they must be talking about this as far as the hand-tied crown, which is part of the description. Okay, now I want to compare for you the color of that monofilament against, I'm just going to choose the last wig I had out, which was Romance Deluxe. And hopefully you can see that this is lighter. And so that's why against my skin, I think you saw it more. Now, if you're a fairer person, this could be great for you. If not, like I said, I would use a powder or some makeup to camouflage that. Okay, so that is Miss Comfort in, what did they call that color? Almond Brown Rooted. So pretty. All right, and let's move on to the last one. Okay, and the last style we have is Escape Soft. So I'm expecting that soft top again, which I have to tell you is so comfortable. And it's in the color Sandy Blonde Rooted, 16, 22, 26, and all of those numbers fall in the blonde range. So let's see how this looks. Okay, here we go in the box. And let's take a look at the cap construction here. You have an extended lace front, ear tab to ear tab. So soft. This mono top is so soft. So it's different. It doesn't have that scalloping one piece thing, but this is definitely, you can just feel how soft this is. It's amazing. You do have a hand-tied portion here at the crown. You can see my fingers through there. You do have some closed wefting back here. Again, helps with the way the hair falls and also structure and strength near the nape. You have a regular nape and Velcro adjusters. I'm just going to move them out. I think they may be out actually. Yeah, they're out. They are in a little sleeve, which I noticed on one of the others as well. You can see that the adjuster is actually sitting inside that and you pull it out. And you have that on both sides there. And then the ear tabs are, I don't know what material this is. It's not the velvety material. It's plenty soft, but it's not like that velvety material. Okay, And let's try her on. All right. Here we go. Cute style. It's more, when I'm looking at the picture, this seems to me, and you can tell me when you look at this stock photo, to have a little bit more curl. And again, it could just be this particular piece. Hers seems a little bit straighter than mine. And she has it in a tussled, kind of messy look. But this is it out of the box. Seems a little more curled on this side. I might do something with that than on this side. Probably stick it behind my ear like that. But let me show it to you before I play with it too much. I get lost. Escape Soft is a modern short shag with soft layers and effortless texture. So you do have layers in here, and I guess they consider it a shag because of those layers. Featuring an extended lace front. There you go, beautifully done. Partially hand-tied construction, which we saw in the top piece there. It delivers a natural-looking hairline, lightweight comfort, and realistic movement. Crafted from premium synthetic fiber, this style offers a polished, easy-to-wear look with lasting shape and volume. Now, this is not a heat-friendly fiber, so you may be noticing a little bit more shine on this piece than you did on the heat-friendly pieces. I would use like Envy Get Dressed, one of those shine dimmers or dry shampoos and texturizers to take down the shine a little bit if you don't like that. And shine tends to show up more in the blondes on regular synthetics. It's hand tied on the top. There's not like a monofilament top, but it's hand tied so that you really could part her anywhere. As far as the ear tabs go, let's take a look here. You can see anything gray there is mine. The ear tab gives nice coverage. And behind the ear tab, I'm going to say this has a little bit more space than the Avenue Soft and Miss Comfort. And it's closer to Romance Deluxe as far as where the cap is falling. It doesn't hit my ear, so very comfortable. Okay, the front, 4.5 inches. Again, my forehead is 3 inches, so you can see if I wanted to wear a full-on bang, I would need to trim that a little. The crown, 6 inches. The sides, 5.75 inches. The nape, 2.5 inches. And she weighs 2.1 ounces, so she's very light. I don't feel any permatease up here. I think all I feel is my wig grip back there. I don't feel any permatease. She feels low density. And as far as any room in the crown, not much. The tiniest bit, like all of the others. So this is a petite average size as well, which is Ellen Villa's regular size. She's fitting me very well. I could probably even take the adjusters in a little bit. And I have a petite average head based on my measurements. As far as how I'd wear her, again, you could do things like pulling the sides back or something like that, or wearing a headband. There's not enough length to do any sort of ponytail or anything like that. I would probably put her behind my ear a little bit, something like that, and maybe brush her off to the side. Has a nice little wave there in the bang. Okay, let's try the glasses on. Under the ear tabs, no problem. Over the ear tabs, no problem. Okay, so let's take a look at the color. Sandy Blonde Rooted. And if you go to our color charts, look at the Ellen Villa color chart, because like I said, they do their colors a little bit differently. And you will see there's a legend there that will tell you which numbers equate to which colors. So for example, 16, 22, and 26, they have listed here that blonde goes from 14 to 25, and the 14 being dark ash blonde, 25 being light golden blonde. So you have 14, which is your dark ash blonde, 16 It's moving more toward the light golden blonde. It's like a continuum. So it's lighter than the 14. And then the 26 is actually the start of their reds, but it says it goes from medium gold blonde to red violet. So this is the first number in that band, which would be medium gold blonde. So hopefully you can see all of that in there. The lighter blonde, the darker ashy blonde, and the one that is in their red continuum but is described as medium gold blonde. So I don't know if it's like a little bit of red in that blonde, maybe there. But really pretty mixture of blondes. So those are the 4 new wigs from Ellen Wille. I would love to hear your comments and what you think of them. I really like them. I think this is my favorite. I'm not really sure. It's a tie between this one and Romance for me, but you can let me know what you think. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And don't forget, all of these styles are available for pre-sale right now and they'll be shipping on July 1st. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I truly appreciate it. Remember to make it your own, and I'll see you soon.